All right, ladies, let's get real. For years, you've been handed advice from every direction: friends, family, movies, magazines, even social media influencers. But let's be honest, most of it is just noise, and none of it ever really told you what's actually going on inside a man's mind. You've been expected to just figure it out, to guess at the rules of a game you never even knew you were playing. You've been trying to understand men using advice from movies and magazines, and it's not working. Those glossy pages and Hollywood scripts make it look so simple, but real life is messier, more confusing, and sometimes downright frustrating. You might have tried following all the rules, only to end up feeling more lost than before. Men and women approach love differently, and no one ever explained his rules to you. It's like you've been given half a map and told to find the treasure. You're left wondering why he pulls away when things get close, or why he says one thing and does another. The truth is, he's following a playbook you never got to read. What you think you know is only half the story. The other half is where the confusion and heartache come from. You might blame yourself thinking you missed a signal or said the wrong thing, but the reality is, you were never given the full story, and that's not your fault. I'm here to give you the inside scoop, not to change you, but to help you understand him. I want you to feel empowered, not confused. This isn't about turning yourself into someone you're not, or playing mind games. It's about finally having the knowledge you need to navigate love with confidence and clarity. We'll pull back the curtain on the male mind, why he acts, speaks, or stays silent the way he does. You'll learn what he's really thinking when he seems distant, why he sometimes struggles to express his feelings, and what he wishes he could tell you but doesn't know how. This isn't about playing games. It's about learning the rules so you can finally win at love. When you understand the real dynamics at play, you can stop second-guessing yourself and start building the kind of connection you truly want. Love shouldn't feel like a mystery you can't solve. Think of me as your coach. I know the plays, and I'll translate them for you. I'll break down the strategies, the signals, and the unspoken rules, so you can approach your relationships with a new sense of purpose and understanding. By the end, you'll see him in a new light and know how to get the love and respect you deserve. You'll be able to spot the patterns, understand his actions, and respond in ways that bring you closer together instead of pushing you apart. Get ready to take notes. These are the secrets he wishes you knew. Let's get started and unlock the playbook you were never given. Let's bust some myths about men and their hearts, because what you think you know might only be half the story. For generations, we've been told that men are less emotional, less sensitive, and less in touch with their feelings. But the truth is, men feel just as deeply as anyone else. The difference lies in how they express those emotions and how society has shaped their responses. Men are emotional. They just process and show it differently. While some may not cry openly or talk about their feelings as much, their hearts are just as vulnerable, just as capable of love, pain, and joy. Often their emotions are hidden beneath the surface, masked by a calm exterior or a quiet moment of reflection. From childhood, men are taught to hide vulnerability, so they internalize feelings. Boys are often told to man up or be strong, and this message follows them into adulthood. They learn to swallow their tears, to put on a brave face, and to keep their struggles to themselves. This doesn't mean they don't feel. It means they've been conditioned to protect their hearts by keeping their emotions private. So when you bring up problems and he shuts down, it's not that he doesn't care. He's wired to fix things, and if he can't, he feels like a failure. For many men, being unable to solve a problem, especially one that affects someone they love, can be deeply unsettling. Silence isn't indifference. It's often a sign of him wrestling with his own sense of responsibility and frustration. Men aren't mind readers. They want to understand, but sometimes they genuinely don't know what you need unless you tell them. Communication styles can be different, and what seems obvious to you might not even register for him. If you want something, say it directly. He'll appreciate the clarity. Clear, honest communication is a gift, not a demand. When you express your needs openly, you're giving him the chance to show up for you in the way you want and deserve. He's not being insensitive, he just doesn't pick up on subtle hints. Men often miss the cues that women might expect them to notice. It's not a lack of care, but a difference in how they interpret signals and emotions. Men show love through actions, not just words. For many, doing things, fixing, building, helping, are their way of saying, "I love you." These acts are often quiet, sometimes unnoticed, but they are powerful expressions of affection and commitment. His love is in the everyday things, working hard, fixing things, making sure you're safe. Whether it's staying up late to finish a project, repairing something that's broken, or simply walking beside you to keep you safe, these are his ways of showing he cares. These acts are his way of saying, "I love you." They may not be grand declarations, but they are steady, reliable, and deeply meaningful. Don't measure his love by grand gestures. See it in what he does. The little things, the daily acts of care, are where his heart truly shines. Sometimes love is in the details: a cup of coffee, a repaired door, a reassuring hand on your back. Appreciate his efforts, and you'll see how deeply he cares. When you recognize and value these everyday acts, you open the door to a deeper connection. Understanding this changes everything. Let's move on. If you're waiting for poetry and roses, you might miss his real love language. Most men show love through action, providing, protecting, doing. When he works long hours or fixes things, he's saying, "I love you" in his own way. Notice the small things: warming up your car, locking the doors, taking out the trash. These are deliberate acts of care. When you're upset, he wants to fix it, not just listen, because that's his way of protecting you. To connect, start noticing and appreciating what he does. Thank him for the little things. It validates his way of loving. Say, "I see what you do, and it means a lot." This simple shift can transform your relationship. Learn to see love in his actions, and you'll feel more connected than ever. Let's keep going. Next, his core needs. To truly understand a man, you need to know about the 3 Ps: profess, provide, and protect. These aren't just words. They're the pillars that shape his identity and sense of purpose in a relationship. Every man deep down wants to feel like he matters, that he's irreplaceable in your life. The 3 Ps are how he expresses his love, commitment, and devotion. His self-worth is deeply tied to these roles. When he feels he's living up to them, he stands taller, feels more confident, and is able to give more of himself. But when he feels he's falling short, it can shake him to his core. Profess. He needs to know who he is to you. Is he your man, your partner, your confidant? He wants to hear it, see it, and feel it. When you acknowledge him as your chosen one, it reassures him that he's valued and wanted. Show him he's the one. Small gestures, words of affirmation, and genuine admiration go a long way. Let him know that out of everyone you choose him, again and again. Provide. He's driven to create stability, not just financially, but emotionally and physically. He wants to be the one you can rely on, the one who makes your world a little safer and more comfortable. If he's struggling, your belief in him matters most. When you stand by him during tough times, it gives him the strength to keep going. Your encouragement is like fuel for his spirit. Protect. He wants to keep you safe, both physically and emotionally. It's not about thinking you're weak. It's about wanting to be your shield, your safe place, the one you can trust. Let him open the jar, walk on the outside of the sidewalk, or offer his jacket. These small acts are his way of showing love and care, even if they seem old-fashioned. Supporting him in these roles affirms his masculinity and love. When you recognize his efforts, you're telling him he's enough, just as he is. You don't have to be helpless, just let him be your hero sometimes. Allowing him to step up doesn't diminish your strength. It deepens your connection. When you recognize and appreciate these needs, he feels valued and secure. He knows he's making a difference in your life, and that inspires him to give even more. This is the master key to his heart. When you honor the 3 Ps, you unlock a deeper level of intimacy and trust. Respect his efforts, and he'll give you his best. Your appreciation motivates him to keep striving, to keep loving, and to keep building a future with you. The 3 Ps are the foundation of his love. They're not just actions, they're the way he shows up for you day after day. But sometimes, even when he loves you deeply, he might pull away. Let's talk about why that happens and what's really going on inside his heart. Every woman's felt it. Things are great, then suddenly he pulls away. It's usually not about you, it's about his fear of failing you. When he feels he's not measuring up in the 3 Ps, he withdraws to regroup. He needs space to fix things and come back stronger. Chasing him or demanding answers only makes him feel worse. Instead, give him space and let him know you believe in him. A simple, "I'm here for you and I believe in you," is powerful. His retreat isn't rejection, it's his way of dealing with stress. Trust his process and he'll return when he's ready. Now let's talk about your power. You're the queen on the chessboard, the most powerful piece. Your influence, support, and standards shape the relationship. A man will rise to meet the standards you set. Your loyalty and belief in him are his superpowers. Encourage his strengths, especially when he's down. Embrace your femininity. Your nurturing spirit balances his masculinity. Create a peaceful home and a soft place for him to land. Most importantly, set high standards for yourself and your relationship. Love and respect yourself first. He'll value you even more. When you choose him, not need him, your value skyrockets. He'll strive to be his best to earn his place in your world. Use your power wisely. Next, how to truly connect. True connection isn't about constant togetherness. It's about quality and understanding. Meet him where he is. Show interest in his hobbies and passions. Join him in his world, even if it's just watching the game or learning his favorite activity. Shared experiences build strong bonds. Men feel connected through side-by-side activities and teamwork. Appreciation is key. Be specific and vocal about what you value in him. Praise his efforts, and he'll want to do more for you. Communicate clearly and calmly. Avoid emotional accusations. Use a solution-oriented approach. When can we talk without distractions? State your needs directly. He'll respond better. This builds trust and emotional intimacy. Connection grows when you speak his language. Now let's decode his silence. His silence isn't a sign of anger or indifference. It's how he processes stress and emotions. For many men, silence is a sanctuary to recharge. After a long day, he may need quiet to shift gears. Don't pry or demand answers. Let him decompress. Sometimes he's in his cave working on a problem. He won't talk until he has a solution. Talking without one feels pointless to him. Give his silence a positive meaning. Assume he's processing, not upset. Offer gentle support. I'm here if you want to talk, but no pressure. Respect his need for space, and he'll come to you when ready. This creates a safe environment for connection. Let's finish strong. How to become an unbeatable team. The goal is to become an unbeatable team, not competitors, but partners. Embrace your different roles. Together, you're stronger. Celebrate your differences and play to each other's strengths. Communicate openly, state your needs, listen to his actions, and show appreciation. Create a safe space for vulnerability and growth. Don't sweat the small stuff. Focus on your shared goals and happiness. Remember, building a great relationship is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks, but now you have the playbook. Use these insights with empathy and love. Support him and he'll become the partner you've always wanted. Together, you can be truly unstoppable. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Now go build your unbeatable team.